Dear friends, welcome to Bond with Arctic Chemistry YouTube channel. In this video, I will explain the previous year questions from SUPC entrance examination in chemistry from the lesson General Organic Chemistry. In part 1, we have questions from the year 2019 to 2020. These are year-wise questions from the lesson General Organic Chemistry. On an average, we are getting 7 to 8 questions from this lesson. Identify the relative reactivities of following compounds towards aromatic electrophilic reaction. We know that aromatic compounds exhibit electrophilic substitution reactions. The reactivity towards electrophile of an aromatic compound it depends on its resonance energy. Let us take the resonance energy values of furan. This one is 16 kilocalorie per mole, thiophene 29 kilocalorie per mole, and pyrrole this one is 21 kilocalorie per mole. Benzene is 36 kilocalorie per mole. If you consider resonance energies, the reactivity towards electrophile will be in this order. Benzene is least, benzene, next thiophene, next one is pyrrole, and most reactive is furan if you consider resonance values. But when you compare these two molecules, this pyrrole has nitrogen and oxygen. Furan has oxygen. Nitrogen, this one is less electronegative than oxygen. This one easily release electrons into the ring. So there is a difference in reactivity towards electrophile of furan and thiophene. In case of thiophene, you have nitrogen, furan, you have oxygen. Since the nitrogen can easily release electrons into the ring, the pyrrole has more reactivity towards electrophile than compared with the furan. So here there is a change in order. Okay, when you consider resonance energies, this is the order, but the actual order will be pyrrole is more reactive towards electrophile. Next one is furan. Next one is thiophene, and the least one is benzene. So the order will be 3, 1, 2, and 4. The hybridization of terminal and central carbons of allene respectively are. Let's take the structure of allene. This one contains C, double bond C, and double bond C. Here, the terminal carbons have how many sigma bonds? 1, 2, 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. But if you take central carbon atom, it has 2 pi bonds and 2 sigma bonds. If you take carbon, if the carbon has all 4 sigma bonds, the hybridization will be sp3. The carbon has at least 1 pi bond. This one has sp2. If the carbon has 2 pi bonds, the hybridization will be sp. So in this case, this one has 1 pi bond, so hybridization will be sp2. In this case, it has 2 pi bonds, the hybridization will be sp. And here it has 1 pi bond, the hybridization will be sp2. So what is the hybridization? The terminal has sp2 hybridization, the central has sp hybridization. Identify the optically active compounds among the following. In all these molecules, you have asymmetric centers or chiral centers. But if you take the molecule has a plane of symmetry, the molecule will be optically inactive. If the molecule does not have plane of symmetry, the molecule will be optically active. So here we have to find out whether the molecule has plane of symmetry or not. Here there is no plane of symmetry, in this molecule. But in this molecule you have a plane of symmetry along this plane and also along this plane. So this one has a plane of symmetry. And if you take this molecule does not have plane of symmetry. And if you take this molecule, this one has plane of symmetry along this plane. Okay, when you cut the molecule along this plane, you will get two equivalent parts. So this one has the plane of symmetry. The molecule which has plane of symmetry, the molecule has plane of symmetry sigma. That one is optically inactive. So here this one does not have plane of symmetry, so optically active. This one is inactive, and this one is optically active. This one is optically inactive. So here 1 and 3 are optically active, 2 and 4 are optically inactive. So the correct option will be 1 and 3. Of acid 1 has S configuration with alcohol 2 leads the formation of. Okay, when you react carboxylic acid with alcohol, there is a formation of ester. That reaction is called as esterification. Here the alcohol has plus and minus. It's a racemic mixture. So here you have R configuration and S configuration. So there is a reaction between S of acid with R of alcohol or S of carboxylic acid with S of alcohol. So you will get SR configuration in ester or S configuration in ester. So when you relate these two configurations, SR and SS, these two will be diastereomers. Suppose if you take SSRR, these two enantiomers, SS, SR or RS, these two will be diastereomers. This is the relation. Suppose if you take R RS, if you relate this one with RR RSS, these two are also diastereomers. These two, RS with RR or RS with SS. What is the relation? Diastereomers. So here you will get a mixture of diastereomers. Identify the most water-soluble bromo compound from the following. It's the application of aromaticity. Here you will get the partial double bond character, so it's very difficult to dissolve in water. Here when bromine comes out as a Br minus, here you will get positive charge. It's not aromatic since it contains 4 pi electrons, so it's not aromatic. Suppose if bromine comes out as Br minus, you will get tropyrium cation. It has 6 pi electrons. It's aromatic. So here this compound readily gives ions, Br minus and tropyrium cation. So this one is more soluble in water. Suppose if you take this one, it has a partial double bond character. It's very difficult to dissociate the bond between carbon and bromine. So this one also not soluble in water. So which one is most water soluble? This this one is most water soluble since it can generate readily cation and anion. The carbocation having the longest half-life time is the longest half-life time is more stable. We have to find out which one is more stable. More the half-life time of an intermediate, more the stability. So which one is more stable? Here the methyl group, the hydrogens are replaced by tertiary and the tertiary propyl. This one is replaced by isopropyl, and here this carbocation is replaced by this cyclohexyl rings and phenyl rings and cyclopropyl rings. We know that the cyclopropyl ring, this one has bent orbitals. These are strongly conjugated with carbocation. So this one is more stable. Cyclopropyl ring containing carbocations are more stable when compared with other carbocations. So which one is more stable? D is more stable. Next to this one, this is the order. D is more stable. Next to phenyl ring, C is more stable. Next to cyclopropyl rings containing B is more stable. Next to least is A. This is the order. The IUPAC name of the following compound is. Here we have to find out the stereochemistry. Here NH2, you have NH2 group and this carbon large group and a methyl group, and hydrogen is below to the plane. So when you give numbering, 1, this is a 1, this one gets 1, this one gets 2, and this one gets 3. When you connect 1, 2, 3, if the hydrogen is below to the plane, when you connect 1, 2, 3, if you get clockwise, 1, 2, 3 clockwise, the configuration will be off. Let's take this one. This one. Here you have methyl, here you have carbon, and here also you have carbon, and this one is hydrogen. When you take priority, methyl and this carbon containing group, this one gets first priority, and methyl gets second priority. If you take these two, this carbon containing group and it has first priority, this one has second priority. And first priority groups are in opposite, and second priority groups are in opposite. Same priority opposite, you will get G configuration. So what is the configuration? R and G you will get. And what is the numbering? You have to give numbering from this methyl group. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have methyl group at 4 and 5, dimethyl. The total number of carbons in this molecule 6, so hex. And the position of this one, the position of double bond is at 3, so 3e. The position of amine group is at 2, so 2Na. This is the correct option. Arrange the following compounds in the increasing order of pKa value of the highlighted H. This is also application of aromaticity. The acidity indirectly proportional to pK. More the pKa value, less the acidity. Means more acidic has less pKa, less acidic has more pKa. We have to find out which one is less acidic. Suppose if you remove proton, if you remove, then these electrons will be on carbon. You will get this carbene. Suppose if you remove proton, you will get here carbanium. And if you remove this proton, here you will get carbene. Cyclopentadienyl carbanion, this one is more stable since it's a 6 pi electron system. It's a aromatic. Here you have 2 pi bonds and one lone pair of electrons. Finally, there is a resonance in 6 electrons. So it's aromatic. Cyclopentadienyl anion is aromatic. These two are not aromatic. So this one should have least pKa. Second molecule should have least pKa. Okay, among these options, this one has least pKa. Since this one readily releases H plus, means it's more acidic. It contains less pKa. Okay, when you compare stability of this one and this negative charge is distributed over more number of carbons. So when compared with this carbanion is more stable. It means the pKa value will be less when compared with this one. So you have next one is 3 and least stable is 1. So the first one has more pKa, means less acidic. When compared with first one, third one is a little bit more acidic and this one is highly acidic. So the order will be 1, 3, 2. The alpha of a 90% optically pure R2 aryl propanic acid solution is plus 135 and treatment with a base at 20 degrees centigrade for an hour, the alpha is changed to plus 120 degree. The optical purity of the resulting R isomer is. Here optical purity OP, it's alpha observed divided by alpha of any enantiomer. Let's take R, alpha of R. Here optical purity is given. Optical purity of this one is the 90% optical purity. If it is in percentage, you have to multiply with 100. So 90 percentage optical purity is equal to, here rotation is 135 and the alpha of R into 100. Here there is a change in alpha observation. Observed value, there is a change, it's a fixed. So optical purity is directly proportional to alpha observed. So optical purity of first one and optical purity of second one will be alpha observed of first one divided by alpha observed of second one, since it's a constant. The first one optical purity is given as 90. You have to find out second one, x, let's take. And here it is given as 135 and this one is given as 120. So finally x will be equal to 80 you will get. So the optical purity of this one is 80%. The Fisher projection that is identified to the following Newman projection is. Newman projection is given. You have to find out Fisher projection. Here you have to do some little changes. You have to rearrange. This is the front carbon and the methyl, and this one is ethyl. This one is H. Okay, let's rotate this one, back carbon. Let's rotate like this. When you rotate like this, you will get methyl group downside. Okay, when you bring this one this side and this one this side and Br this side. So you will get Br this side and H this side. So this can be equivalent to, you can write like this, front carbon methyl, and this is the front carbon methyl, and this is the back carbon methyl. And front carbon here and back carbon here. You can write front carbon GTH here and back carbon BRH here. BRH. So let's take configurations. What is the configuration at ethyl group? What is the configuration? Here hydrogen, both the hydrogens are on horizontal. Let's take priority, this one as first priority, second priority and third priority. When you connect this, you are getting clockwise. When H is on horizontal, when it is clockwise, it should be S. And here you will get 1, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3. When you connect 1 and 1, 2, 3, you will get clockwise, but hydrogen is on horizontal position. So here you will get SS. So let's check this one. Let's check this one. Here this one first priority, second priority, and this is the third priority clockwise and hydrogen horizontal, so S. And here this one gets first priority, this one second, and this one is third. When you connect, again you are getting clockwise hydrogen at horizontal, so S. So in both the molecules you are getting S, S, here S, S. So this one is indirectly equivalent to this molecule. Stereochemistry of the double bonds in the following compounds can be designated as. Okay, let's take second. What is the first position? COOH and phenyl. Let's consider COOH and phenyl. Carbon is attached with oxygen. Here carbon is attached with another carbon. So this one gets first priority. This one gets second priority. And here you have methyl group. The another one is carbon. Okay, this carbon, lengthy carbon. Lengthy carbon gets first priority. And this one gets second priority. Same priority, same site. So this one is Z configuration at the second position. Let's take third position. Okay, this one is first priority. Okay, let's take fourth one. Let's take fourth one. Here you have carbon. Here also you have carbon. Here you have hydrogen. Hydrogen least priority. Least priority on opposite sides. First priority also on opposite sides. So this one is E. And here, let's take this one and this one. Here you have hydrogen. And if you take this group and this one gets first priority and phenyl ring gets first priority. In this case, methyl gets second priority. Hydrogen gets second priority. Here the first priority group, same priority opposite side. So again, you will get E. So what is the configuration? You will get Z, E, and E. The structure of 2R3 or 2,3 pentane diode is here all the molecules are 2,3 pentane diode. We have to find out the configuration. Here, what is the priority? OH first priority, and this one second priority, and methyl third priority, and the hydrogen is above the plane. So when you connect 1, 2, 3, you are getting clockwise, but hydrogen is above the plane. The configuration will be S. And here also you will get 1, 2, and 3. When you connect 1, 2, 3, hydrogen is above the plane. Clockwise, it will be S. Here you will get S. Here 1, 2, and 3. 1 to 3, when you connect 1 to 3 clockwise, hydrogen is below to the plane. When OH is above the plane, the remaining hydrogen will be below to the plane. Clockwise, below to the plane hydrogen, so R configuration. You will get S R configuration. Here 1 and the second and the third, when you connect 1 to 3, hydrogen is below to the plane here. So 1, 2, 3 clockwise below to the plane hydrogen, so you will get R. Here also you will get R. So what is the correct option? C molecule is the correct option. Among the following, the aromatic compounds are. Here you have 6 pi electrons. 6 pi electrons. It's aromatic. Here you have sp3 hybridized carbon. sp3 hybridized carbon. It's not planar, so it's a non-aromatic compound. So this one is aromatic. This one is non-aromatic. This one this one has 2 pi electrons, and there is a delocalization of 2 pi electrons. It's a planar. This ring is planar. So this one is aromatic. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 12 pi electron system. It's not aromatic. And cyclopentadienyl anion. Here you have 2 pi electrons and one lone pair of electron. There is a delocalization of 6 electrons. So it's a planar, 6 electrons. It's a aromatic. So what are aromatic here? First one, third one, and fifth one are aromatic. The decreasing order of the acidity of the compounds is. We know that as the number of electron withdrawing groups on COOH increases, there is an increase in acidity. So electron withdrawing groups increases, there is an increase in acidity. So acidity is directly proportional to electron withdrawing nature of the groups which are attached with carboxylic acid. It's a carboxylic acid. Okay. These are carboxylic acid COOH groups. Okay. When you compare this one, here you have when you compare this one, this is the parent molecule. Let's take. When you compare second one with first one, you are introducing the methyl group. You are introducing the electron donating group. When compare with second one, first one has a less acidic nature, and here you are introducing this is the alkene group. You are introducing the electron withdrawing group, and this one also electron withdrawing group. But when you compare third and fourth, this one has sp hybridization, this one has sp2. We know that as the s character increases, electron withdrawing nature increases. So this one is a strong electron withdrawing group when compared with this one, and this one is reference. When compared with this one, first one, here you have electron donating. So the order will be fourth one is more acidic, and next third one, next second one, and first one is least acidic since there is an introduction of introducing electron donating group. So this is the order. The number of possible stereoisomers of glucose is this is the structure. You know the structure of glucose. It has four stereocenters. CH2OH. Here you have OH, 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 and also OH. Remaining are hydrogen. You have four asymmetric centers. This molecule has four asymmetric centers, and the two ends are not same. So the number of stereoisomers will be 2 power of n. The 2 power of 4 you will get 16. You will get. The order of increasing stability for the following carbocation intermediates. We know that as the electron donating groups, as the electron donating nature of group increases, the stability of carbocation increases. So here you have hydrogens. This is the reference compound. Here you have alkynyl group, nitro group electron withdrawing, and phenyl group, and also you have alkyl group. Here the phenyl group, there is a conjugation of pi bonds which are in the phenyl group with the positively charged carbon. This one is more stable, and the next one, this is the most stable here. Sp2 hybridized carbon, there is a delocalization of this one, and here also there is a delocalization. But when compared with the second one, the fifth one, this one is sp hybridized, so the moving of electrons towards carbocation is less when compared with the second one. Here, this one is strong electron withdrawing group, so this one should be least. So this is the correct option. Fourth due to resonance, second also resonance, fifth and first one is the reference, and here there is the introduction of electron withdrawing groups, so the third one should be least. So what is the answer? D is the correct option. In coming video, I will explain the part 2 of general organic chemistry. Thank you.